Hey guys, it's Addie, and today we're doing a photo edit tutorial. So a few things that you're going to want before you get into this is you're going to want the front row photo studio apartment. Once you have that, just go on into it and choose your outfit. Another must-have for editing your photos is the green screen. So you're going to want to buy the green screen wall and the green screen floor, so that way when you go to edit your Avakin, it comes out clean, because you're basically going to be erasing what is around the Avakin. So now that we have the essentials taken care of, now we can choose any pose that we want before we actually take our photo. But you can also choose a pose once you are in camera mode. So now I'm in camera mode here. Basically what you want to do is you want to get a picture of the full Avakin. Try to get as close as possible as you can to your Avakin, so that way you can get more details on the Avakin's outfit. Also, kind of play around in camera mode. Try to get angles, because you can do a certain pose, you can do poses, and it could come out looking different depending on what angle that you take the photo at. So once you're happy with the angle, the outfit, pose, all of that, go ahead and save your photo. Once the photo's saved, go ahead and exit out of the game. We're going to be working with 3 apps today. The first app is called Background Eraser, just simply Eraser. So on Android, you would go into the Play Store and search Eraser. So go ahead and select the photo that you are happy with when you did your little photo shoot. Crop as much as possible, so that way there's less to have to erase. I go ahead and go on auto, and I put the threshold all the way to 50. It's just so much faster and easier to get rid of that, and make sure the edges are clean, and as you can see here, this is pretty decent. The next step is to feather or smooth the edges. I usually keep it at a 1 to keep as much as the Avakin as possible. So go ahead and save that you erased. Now open up the app called Photo Layers, which is by the same company as Photo Eraser. Now you're going to pick out a background. You can either, Google search a background that you're thinking of or something like that. Make sure that it's high quality though. So basically in this, you can adjust the color, you can do sepia, you can mess with the hue, warmth, tint, brightness, contrast, etc. Very simple, self-explanatory. Just, play around with the sliders there and see what you like. So you're going to take in the photo that you erased around, you place it onto the background. I like to add shadows, because it just makes the image pop more. That's just my opinion. I enjoy it. I think I pretty much do it on all of my edits. And then you just place it, mess around with the placing until you're satisfied, and go ahead and save. Now the last app that we're going to use is PicsArt, which is a really cool app. I love it to death. So basically you open it up, choose the photo that you had worked on in Photo Layers, and go ahead and go to town. So basically what I like to do is I like to start off with the text first, because it's just easier and it comes out clearer, after you add on, whatever filters you're gonna do. I'm gonna keep this pretty simple. I'm not gonna get into adding, too many filters or effects. I'm just gonna do pretty much just basic, to where it still looks pretty clear, but you still get your own little unique add to it, if you will. So with my text, I like to keep it pretty simple. I like to set it on overlay, just so it doesn't take away from the overall edit. I don't like things that are too distracting. So now I go into the FX and I like to choose oil painting. Now you play with the sliders. You don't want it to be, too much. You want it to be subtle. I do this because it helps smooth the picture. It helps blend it all together, makes it look more cohesive. The other thing I like to do is I like to also go in and sharpen it, so that way you can still see the text and you can still see the details. And again, play with the slider until you get where you want to be. So now I go back into FX and there's different filters that you can use to kind of change the look a little bit. I think in this one it's like light cross that I use, and I like it. It comes out with a neat looking effect, and I think I turn down the fade some so that way it's not so overpowering. And there you have it. Go ahead and save the image and be happy with it. Like, comment, and subscribe.